Alright. So, the important factors is that we're finding the angle and the y angle. So we're going to show you the x angle for this chart.
Oh, you could. Don't do it.
For this mission, we use the color sensor to sense this line, and when it senses this line, it will take the action to collecting these pets and hitting the tree.
Okay. And also we use gyro sensor, because like we notice sometimes when it goes forward, Mane, check the gyro sensor.
Guys.
So when we go forward, it like doesn't go in a straight line. It goes like this, and then when you're going a little bit farther, like for some of the missions, we need to come travel over here, right?
Okay.
So it just a little bit a little bit inaccuracy can completely distort the whole mission.
Okay.
So we use gyro sensor to make sure we're going
That's
straight.
to compensate for that, or?
Yeah. Yeah, to compensate for the like when
That's
it
what
turns,
I'm
one motor starts lagging,
Okay.
right? So it turns in an angle.
So that was part of your programming, or?
Yeah, part of our programming. We made a my block.
Okay.
It was kind of difficult for us since we were like first.
Yeah, and you can feel free to let us know what you're doing or your presentation, whatever.
Okay. On it a little bit to the. That's right.
Oh, yeah.
Make sure it's completely lined up, guys.
Yeah. So what we did right here is this color sensor. It sensed this black line to take action, and
After it collected it, it went backward a little bit and it turned here and then it hit the tree with more force. Then we put an object. We put this object right here, and then when it went here, it hit the tree and the branch fell off.
Yeah, the turning is all using gyro sensor.
Okay.
yeah.
So it's precise, and the reason we use this is because sometimes earlier it would go too far, but with this it's always at the same spot.
So no matter like the alignment you do, let's say it's against the wall, it's in the little head, it won't go like if you have a certain amount of rotations or degrees, it can get messed up like a rotation farther, a rotation less, so it might hit the wall when trapping, or it might miss the tree and hit the electric wire. So by using this color sensor, it can tell us the exact time no matter if we're assigned missions.
And also with the gyro sensor, if it's like this, it won't make a difference if you like let's say you're supposed to set it up like this. If you like go a little bit degrees to the right, it won't fix that, right? So we put a bumper here so that we align it to the bumper each time we start our mission.
Alright, and then for our next mission, we switch attachments from that smaller trapper to a bigger trapper because it's easier to use for us, and we take off this little bumper.
And also the larger trapper, it's long enough so that it can actually capture both the vehicles. So it goes on top of both the vehicles, and it also makes traveling a long distance easier because the trapper is longer, and you don't need to travel as far if the trapper is longer.
So in this mission, in this mission, we're gonna make the robot move forward, and then we're gonna turn and we're gonna hit the lever, and the plane's gonna go forward. And after that, we turn back, and then we come to this, and then we hit the tsunami, and the tsunami's gonna flow over there. And then after that, we go a little backward, and then we go here, and the trapper goes up,
Okay.
and then the robot moves forward, and it traps the ambulance, and pushes it all the way over.
And,
Okay.
and it works precisely with the gyro sensor.
Yeah.
Wait, guys, what's up with the mat over there?
Yeah, it's not always
Matt.
consistent.
Yeah, we're still. No, I think the alignment never happened too.
No, that alignment was good.
Oh god. Oh yeah, one more thing. When we start it up, we're supposed to have something called like a check.
12.3.
So
Oh,
we-
12-point check.
So we check it. So like any gaps, like
Yeah.
this gap, like let's say it's like this. It won't
This
work.
gap don't work.
It won't
It's
work.
really bad.
And probably the most devastating one
Is
Is
this
when-
wheel gap?
Yeah, it's like
If it's a
This.
bit off,
like
That's
this.
very devastating. It
Yeah.
messes up everything.
And same thing goes with this one. If it's like this one, it's a little bit off there, then that can be extremely devastating for the run.
So I think you might want to show it again.
Yeah.
Here, somebody put this on.
Yeah.
Here.
Got a line. Check the code.
We did.
You guys did the check?
Did the check, Cairo? And I think Cairo.
Since we're a first timer, we're just getting used to all this equipment. So and we were just getting used to all this, and we're figuring everything with the program. So we're just getting used to everything.
It might work this time. It might work this
Yeah.
time.
Yeah. Oh, dang it.
Did you check the
I
gyro?
think the gyro
Yeah.
sensor is.
Yeah,
The
it's
gyro
always
sensor is like.
Since the gyro is very sensitive, it gets messed up.
Yeah, the gyro.
That's
the
one
gyro.
problem with the gyro. Dude, the gyro.
Yeah, is it okay if we like restart it? If we restarted this,
And like I said that we were newcomers, so what our coach did to help us get used to it was earlier before we bought the EV3, we used NXT, and so he'd assign us with missions, and like we'd each take turns taking the kit home, we'd build a robot, then assign it to do something, and then that really helped us get our hands wet with the program. And we got
we had
really
this
used to
bumper
it.
car thing where it like goes until it hits a wall, and then comes back. Like we had small programs like that.
And the way we designed our run strategies was each group we split into 3 groups, and each group chose each group came up with a run strategy, and then when we came together we realized that each of the groups' run strategy was very similar, so then with voting we came up with the final one.
And most of the groups we thought alike, and we made this so that most of these objects or these missions we have to accomplish, they involve the same attachment or they're really close together. So we decided that we could do all of these with the same attachment, and we made them grouped into one run. And then we have 4 runs in all. So the first run you saw was this to get the tree and the pets, and then in the second one was to hit the plane and get the tsunami and push the ambulance all the way over there. And third run was to get the bike, the man, and then move the house. And then after that, we go here and then we put this over there, into the yellow zone.
It's actually pretty interesting how we get it there.
We took advantage of the rules.
We use the bumper and we push everything
Just
and
push
we just
everything
get it out of the
All
green
the way
zone.
to yellow.
Everything.
And we're like,
we get
building.
points. And we get points for the code construction, so we're like, and because we took advantage of.
And sometimes this guy also goes into the yellow zone.
And then for our last run, we have everything accumulated over here, all the objects. So we take it and then we put it into a trapper, and then we move all the way over here, and then deploy it into the red zone.
Alignment wrong.
Yeah, there we go.
There we go. That was done. Yeah, so it's a gyro. Minor technical. Oh no.
Oh my god.
Oh, stop.
Okay.
Fine.
No, guys, that's it. Now, why does it?
Should we show all the missions or just do it?
I think we should present this mission. This
You
mission.
got about a minute.
this
to
mission
show.
This mission is
Show.
interesting.
This part, yeah.
Show this one.
Why don't we show you how that gets into
Go ahead.
developing
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Custom or extended. Master.
So I'll just tell you a preview of what this mission is gonna be. So first, this robot's gonna go forward, and then it's gonna it's gonna steer the robot over here, and then it's going to push this truck all the way over here, and then it's gonna go a little forward, and then it's gonna push the bike over here. So then after we go here, we turn, and then we grab all the man and then the bike, and then we turn over here, and then after we stop here, we make a turn, and then we go here, and then we drift over here, and then we touch this, and then we go here, and then we push it. So then after that, we push all this stuff over there, so this gets into that zone over there.
Okay.
Oh, I missed it. Here, why don't you move it out so that rest can work? Leave it.
Oh, guys, we forgot about that, didn't we? You see, in our final mission plan, we thought that just would take too much time and it wasn't worth the amount of points. So we forgot to put the thing on the table, and yeah, we kind of forgot that. Okay, play it again.
Well, just try it
The
again.
bike must try it.
It's our first time. We don't have that much experience with this.
Yeah, but we did our best, and
Yeah.
since our coach was and our
And
mentors
our
were
coach was really helpful.
really
Yeah,
helpful,
Really helpful.
really
But we
supportive.
learned a lot.
He encouraged us to do this, even though we were like,
All right, one more try.
And he also encouraged on the consistency.
and so the reason we chose this mission first is there's going to be less time to take the casting off and putting it on. So we'll have more time to like, ooh, that actually works.
Yeah, it was not.
Well, I guess now we get these ones.
Monarch, no, you don't get.
You can stop any. Yeah, if that wasn't there, it would
Yeah.
have drifted here, and we got this, and it would push it.
Yeah,
And
I think ours was more like there.
Yeah, and then we get that there.
Oh,
And
that is
that.
not supposed to happen.
I guess it got stuck.
Some debris.
And we're back.
And obviously, after getting all these things to the base, there are no points for them to get them to the base. So now, our last run is to get them all to the red zone.
Which I made. Herschel and Naveen, I think.
We load all of the supplies that we get there, and we go there, and we come here, and then we push the generator in. Oh no! What are you doing?
Do the check.
so at some missions, we have a point where we align it, align the robot, and for some missions, we the end of the end of the attachment mark with some of the letters. So that's how we align our missions.
And then so we take the generator and all those things in, and we get extra points for being in the safe zone.
Good,
Very good.
very good.
Good for your first time.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thanks for your time.
Thank you.
Keep
All
your
right, good luck with the rest of
enthusiasm,
your day.
that is the key.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Good.
The cat